Why, hello, my little subjects. My name's King Wolf Owl, and welcome to a quick update video. I want to start doing update videos once a month, usually like third or fourth week of the month. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Just to let you guys know what's going on with the channel, what the things I want to record, things I want to do, and just see where check in with you guys. See how you guys are doing. I hope you all are doing lovely. Hope you're all having a wonderful day, as my outro will tell you every single day. Excuse me, I'm a little bit inebriated. Just had a wonderful dinner with the wife and drinking some cheap, almost expired beer. Because it's out of season. Oh God! I just spilled it all over my lap. Well, I was drinking Yingling's Hershey's Chocolate Porter. It's out of season now, so the grocery store had one case left and reduced the price. Good thing I have napkins lying around from ordering fast food. All right, this is getting off to a great start for my first monthly update video. All right, so a couple things to go over. I'm gonna go over two very important things for this update video. Thing number one, I pre-record my videos. Actually, three things, but still, thing number one, I pre-record my videos way too far in advance. So I am usually about a month ahead of what you guys are seeing. All right, let's let that shock sink in as I pull something up real quick. So as I pull this up on the YouTubes, I'm gonna let you guys sink in the fact that I just said a month ahead. YouTube Creator Studio, please open. There we go. I am uploaded all 3 videos Monday through Friday, every day, all the way through June 16th. All the way through June 16th. Completely uploaded. That includes Dark Souls up to episode, I believe, 40. And all of BioShock Infinite, which as of this video hasn't even had episode 1 yet. As of this video, Arkham Asylum just ended yesterday. And BioShock Infinite is supposed to start Monday. I've recorded all of BioShock Infinite. I've recorded Dark Souls up to episode 40. I've recorded the rest of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I have recorded the start of Batman Arkham City, the first 2 episodes. I have recorded more Rogue Legacy. I've almost all of Bowser's Minions. I have recorded so much content. And doing 3 videos a day, I have a month's worth of stuff already uploaded. That tells you how much I've like binge prepped for this whole 3-day recording thing. There's so much beer in my pants right now. But I'm gonna finish this video before I go take a shower. So yeah, what I want to do is I want to narrow that window down quite a bit. So I want to be recording only a week in advance rather than 30 days in advance. So I'm taking a short break from recording most things. I am still recording a handful of miscellaneous games because that Monday slot where Bowser's Minions is going to become a rotating slot as soon as Bowser's Minions is done. I'll let you actually know. I recorded Table Manners, which is where's the folder? Table Manners. And a game called Doors Paradox. So I've recorded a couple different things that is going to take that Bowser's Minion slot as soon as Bowser's Minions is finished. That'll rotate back and forth, and then if there's ever any little silly games I want to play, that's going to take that over. So I've recorded, that's the only thing I've recorded for the last week. I haven't touched Dark Souls in a little while since I've recorded episode 40, which is uploaded for the 16th of June. So the plan is to get it narrowed down to about a week and a half / 2 weeks. So what will happen is we're going to call it week 1, week 2, week 3, or week ABC. However it works in your head. We'll say week ABC. So week A will be what you guys are watching. So let's say week A is episode 41 through 45 of Dark Souls. At some point during week A, I will be recording the videos for week B, which would be episodes 46 through 50 of Dark Souls. That makes sense? So at any point during week A, whatever my off day is from my regular job, is when I will be recording the week B videos. Meaning, if you leave a comment on week A, day 1, that says, hey, you missed a really cool sword, I may or may not see that before recording for the episode for day 1 of week B. I will absolutely see it before I record the episode of day 1 of week C. Does that make sense? So let's say I record on Wednesday of week A. So that means any episodes that go up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of week A, any of those comments will be able to be taken into account for the recording session on Wednesday for week B. However, anything that is commented on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Thursday, Friday, or even Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I will not be able to take into account because I'll do the recording on Wednesday. And so at some point, so if I record before the episode goes up Wednesday, any comment won't leave. Like, I think you get it. You guys are smart. Much smarter than me, because I recorded Dark Souls a month in advance and then realized, and I said it in a bunch of episodes, leave me comments on advice, and then knowing dang well it was going to be a month ahead of time, and then none of the advice I was able to take because I was so far into the game already. By the way, mega shout out to Van Hustlin 7669 if you're watching this, because you've left me so much advice, and I'm so happy and that you've been so helpful. But a lot of the advice has been stuff I've already figured out, either between James telling me or another friend telling me, or me figuring it out on my own. A lot of the stuff has been like stuff where I figured out eventually. And I feel bad because you're being so diligent with the series. You're watching every episode, leaving likes, leaving comments, and I'm just like, yeah, thanks, man. And I'm 30 episodes ahead. So apologies that your advice is like not being as helpful as you would hope. But that's what I'm aiming to fix. So at most I'll be like a week and a half ahead. I'll be like five to, at the very most, I will hope to be 10 episodes ahead of what you are watching in the future. As of right now, I'm like a month ahead. So it's that's how kind of things are right now. I do have a vacation coming up last week of June, first week of July. So I will be pre-recorded a little extra ahead of time for that. But right now I'm taking a short break to make sure I can let some of the series catch up. So that advice can actually be super helpful. Because while I'm a small channel, I would love to have a relationship with my loyal subjects. Like, while I'm still a small channel, I would love to be able to still respond to comments and thank you guys for how much you guys are helping out in these games. Because I made this channel as a way, kind of like, I'm a big fan of couch gaming on YouTube. I'm a mega fan of it. Like, Game Grumps are one of my favorite things on the planet, because it's just Dan and Aaron just playing games, just having fun, just chilling with a bud playing games. And I think a lot of YouTubers over edit their stuff and it's just the funny highlights. And I still think there's content to be had in like what I make. Like, when I just play Dark Souls, and maybe in a 25-minute episode there are points where I'm not doing much or trying to figure things out. But I think it gives a feel of like you are hanging out with a friend playing a video game. You're hanging out with a friend, watching them play a game for the first time, sitting on the couch next to them, watching them be stupid and try and backstab something they can't backstab. Watching them be stupid and fall off a cliff for the millionth time. Like, some of the content I love to watch the most is just dudes playing games and just getting confused or having fun. And it's just not necessarily every second needs to be something funny happening or every second needs to be something adventurous happening. I like couch gaming content when it just feels like you are chilling in a room with a friend playing a video game. And that's the content I try to make. And I know it's not for everybody. And I know a lot of people would prefer, like, the Halo highlight series is just cut out highlights from me and James playing Halo. And I know a lot of people would prefer that. But it's the content I like to watch that I will like to make. So that's why we do the more couch gaming. Like, here's just 25 minutes of me playing a game. And that's a big reason why I want to cut down that window, is because I want to be able to let you leave a comment that says, hey, you missed a hidden wall, and you don't have to wait 30 episodes for me to go back and fix that wall. Maybe you wait 5 to 10 episodes, but it's not that big, as big a gap. It's a little more, especially because I'm going to be doing Elden Ring after Dark Souls, and that's an open world From Software game. I guarantee I'm going to get lost. I'm going to fall off of cliffs. I'm going to fight random bosses that I have no business being anywhere near. I guarantee it. So having comments that are like, hey, go do this before I record the next set of episodes would be awesome. And that's completely on me for pre-recording too much. With that being said, I still intend to do 3 episodes a day, Monday through Friday, on different games. Essentially I'm essentially record 1 week of videos at a time on whatever my off day is from my full-time job. That's going to remain the case. I'm just taking a few weeks off of recording to let the series I'm recording catch up to where you guys are at. So that way I'm not mega ahead, not able to take advantage of any advice you guys give. So that's the first big update, is I'm gonna try my best to get things kind of more narrowed down, so that this channel can feel a little more close-knit and people can leave me comments and I can actually take advantage of those comments, and we can just have a rapport with each other where we're like, hey, here's what's going on. Hey, thank you so much. Hey, you should go do this. Hey, awesome, I actually do that in a couple episodes. Check it out, blah, blah, blah. So if we're all on the same page with that, we're going to move on to topic number 2, audio. I have struggled with audio issues every single time I've tried to make a YouTube channel. The first YouTube channel I tried to make was when I was in like a freshman in high school. Audio issues were the biggest issue I had. I stopped doing YouTube. I started trying to do YouTube again back in college. Audio issues, immediately a problem. Now that I'm doing YouTube so regularly and I'm using it as a vessel for me making sure I'm keeping my mind busy, I'm still having audio issues. However, the difference is I actually know how to fix a lot of those issues now, but I also still have things I don't know how to fix. So like for one instance, all of my OBS recordings are 1-track audio. So all of the microphone, the video game, all of that is in 1 track. So when I drop it into Photopea, is the video editor I'm using, I can't separate those audios. So either I'm too loud or the game's too loud, or we're mixed well, or whatever. And you kind of have to deal with what it is, at least until I hear it and fix it. That's another good reason to keep things more tight-knit, because if I record 20 episodes of a game, and all 20 of those episodes are mixed weird, like I think most of Dark Souls, I'm really loud compared to the game. And a good chunk of Sekiro as well, I'm really loud compared to the game, which means all of Batman Arkham Asylum and Arkham City and Infinite, I'm louder than I need to be in the mic, and I'm causing feedback and all that stuff. I can fix that if, let's say I only record 5 episodes and I'm like, oh, I can turn that down, as opposed to recording 30 episodes and then being like, oh, but well, all 30 of those episodes are messed up now. So if any of you know anything about OBS or mixing audio, let me know in the comments of this video so I can try some new things. If there's a good setting so that those audio tracks can be separate, because if I can separate those audio tracks in Photopea, then I can turn the game audio or me up or down however I need it, and I don't ever have to mess up any audio settings in anything ever. I can just fix it in post. And that would be lovely. So you guys, I've done some research into it. My computer's a little limited on what it can do. I'm hoping to get a new computer. Oh, well. Am I back? Am I back yet? OBS. Oh, you're making noises. Come on. Deactivate. Activate. There we go. So I was saying something about audio issues. Yeah, so if you know how to get, what file, like my computer's limited in what it can do. I'm hoping to get a new computer sometime after vacation. I need a new car first. And the wife wants me to make sure our pool gets up and running this season. So I don't have the money right now, but I'm hoping to get a new PC soon-ish, within the next year or two. And then hopefully I can make different. I can upgrade the video quality as far as audio goes. For now, I'm just testing some new settings. Like I turned the gain down on the mic for this specific video. And then in OBS, I turned the gain up a little bit to hopefully minimize some of that interference that happens with the mic every once in a while. Because sometimes I'll talk and there'll be that weird wind noise. People who have watched all my videos probably know what I'm talking about. It's not as noticeable in games where a lot of stuff is happening, but like Dark Souls, which is relatively quiet, you can hear it. In some of the in the Batman Arkham Asylum, you can absolutely hear it at sometimes. Earlier videos, you can hear it really bad in some of the Rogue Legacy videos and some of the Telltale videos. So yeah, it's something I'm actively working on at all times. So anybody who has any advice on mixing audio in OBS specifically, let me know so I can just work on things to make better quality videos for you guys. Number 3. Speaking of video quality, a lot of YouTubers have said that when they're recording, what you see on camera, which I don't do face cam, but what you guys see in videos is their personality dialed up to 11, right? I feel that in my videos, what you see is my personality dialed down a little bit. People who know me from my real job in real life know that I have very crude humor and very dark humor, and I avoid that type of stuff in videos a lot because I want this channel to be relatively family friendly. But I do think a lot of my content suffers a little bit from me refraining from making certain jokes or talking in a certain way or doing silly voices or the things I like to do when I'm with my friends in public or at work trying to make my coworkers laugh and doing all that stuff. I refrain from a lot of that over-the-top bombastic stuff when recording. One, because I want a relatively family-friendly channel, and 2, because obviously if I'm in here screaming into the mic and making silly voices and doing silly things, there's obvious comparisons to all the other big gamer YouTubers. So when I started this channel, I wanted it to be more relaxed couch gaming stuff, but I think a lot of my content suffers from me kind of censoring myself in a way. To be honest, it's not something that like makes me not want to make content. It's just something that I think holds my content back from being as entertaining as it could be. If that makes sense. So from going forward, after this video, the things I record, obviously, like I said, I've already recorded all the way through June 16th and a couple videos past that. So my next recording session is probably going to be Monday, which is May, let's see, 20th, 22nd. So that recording session, so we'll go off of what I'm uploading. Roughly around June. I can get to my content. Why is nothing opening correctly? Roughly end of June, start of July. You will hopefully get to see more of my actual personality shine through in my content. So yeah, that's really just something with this channel. I've noticed watching my own videos, I've heard something and I've heard myself hesitate before making a joke that was a little risque or like more dark humor jokes. I do still make jokes every once in a while, but like there's been plenty of times where I'm watching my own videos and going, oh, you could have said something much funnier than what you actually said. A big case in point is Batman Arkham Asylum. Harley Quinn, her first appearance, she's like, don't you like my outfit? Aren't I sexy? And my brain first went, absolutely thirst over Harley. It'll be hilarious if I just thirst over her hardcore. Because Harley Quinn in a nurse outfit is sexy as hell. But what I actually said was just no comment. Which is funny in its own right. But Batman thirsting over Harley could have made better content. And even I recorded the first 2 episodes of Arkham City already. And she does the same thing. She's like, oh, do you like my new outfit? And I think I even, in the video, I was like, Harley, you gotta stop asking me about these outfits. because you know this is a family friendly channel. I can't say what I want to say. I like, and that's I feel like that's how I phrased it in the video, and it's just I'm censoring myself. It's not YouTube censoring me. It's not anything other than me trying to create a family friendly community, rather than being myself and letting the community form around like-minded individuals, which I'd rather have. I'd rather have a bunch of people that share my same dream of having a nice community full of people with similar senses of humor. I have zero. Jill's laughing in the other room, and I have zero clue whether you can hear it or not. Very high pitch and very loud. I just want to build a community of like-minded individuals that laugh at the same things, like the same type of humor, and I'd rather people watch the channel because they like me and my personality, rather than watch the channel because they're like, oh, this guy played through Dark Souls, it'll be some nice background noise, or like, oh, let me see how bad this guy's at. Actually, you know what? Honestly, people watching my channel just because they want to see how bad I am at From Software games, that's fine. I think Sekiro is probably the best example of me just having fun. Like when I tried to fight the giant and he suplexed me into the void, and I was just screaming like, no, not again. Like, some games bring the true personality out of me, but a lot of times I feel like I'm censoring myself. So going forward, I would like to stop censoring myself and just make content. So I'm hoping you guys just enjoy the future of this channel and where it's going. I'm getting more and more comfortable every time I click record on OBS. I'm getting more and more comfortable with playing games and being myself on the channel. And I really thank you guys that have shown support on these series so far, on BioShock, on Sekiro, on Dark Souls, the handful of people who have left comments on Mario and Luigi, and on Bowser's Minion, the Telltale, even the guy who told me on Telltale Game of Thrones that he thinks I'm a sociopath because of one of the choices I make. All of you guys are lovely humans and individuals and loyal subjects that I love to death, and I just want to make the best possible content for you guys, and I hope that starts to come through more and more the more games I play and the more comfortable I get just expressing myself through games. So if you start to see a little more crude humor or rude jokes, know that it's just me letting my personality kind of come through and my sense of my brand of humor that I enjoy come through in videos, because I always want to be making the type of content that I enjoy watching. I don't ever want to make content that is something that does well but not something that I would watch myself. I want every one of my videos and every one of my series to be something that I would watch if it wasn't me. Does that make sense? Like, if it was like Dark Souls and it was some dude I've never heard of, like, but I would enjoy it. I hope that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense. I'm rambling and I've had like 4 beers. So yeah. With that being said, that's really all the big updates. There's just a handful of things I want to talk about, which is mostly just series that are upcoming. I do want to do more food courts and more live videos. The issue with that is there's not a lot of things that have come up. I've gotten a whole crap ton of different G Fuels, but doing a review over a G Fuel in like a quick 10-minute video doesn't, like, a lot of those videos are like really succinct and like really short, and I'm not a big fan of how they turn out most of the time. If I'm gonna do more food courts, I want them to be more like spicy things that I'm gonna react really badly to, or like weird, gross foods. So food courts may be a little more sporadic than I wanted them to, mostly because of the, like, I don't want to ever upload something that I'm like, yeah, that really sucks. Even with like some of my Let's Play videos that are like more, like it's 25 minutes where I'm not making too many jokes or it's a little quiet here and there, I still find some enjoyment in that content, as opposed to me spending 10 minutes going, wow, this shield feels really good. Man, 10 out of 10. I will definitely do more alcohol reviews and stuff. When me and Jill go on vacation, one of the things we want to do is go to a liquor store and buy some things that we can't find around where we live and then just taste test them. So I do plan on doing more food courts and more like collection carnivals. One of the things I really want to do with collection carnival is like all of my wrestling stuff. The issue is a lot of it's in storage upstairs. I have to pull it out. I got a bunch of signatures from wrestlers. I also want to do stuff over playing cards because I do some card magic and stuff. So it's just there's videos I want to do that just will come out as I have the time to do them. Right now I work a full-time job, 40 hours a week. That cuts into like other times, and I also have outside obligations besides my full-time job, where I can only really record a couple times a week. Um, it's enough to get me those 3 videos a day that I like to do, but it's still not like I have a little less choice on when I can or can't like do collabs. Like if me and James someone will play a game together, we got to schedule well in advance. If I want to do a food court, like let's say KFC drops something really weird tomorrow, I would have to fit it into my schedule to do a food court. That's kind of what I'm trying to get across there. So food courts are not done. This is not a strictly, I mean, it's a mostly, gaming is the big base of the channel. But I still want it to be a variety channel. One of the things I've also been thinking about doing is just baking videos occasionally on a Monday instead of a gaming video, of me being like, here's how you make this thing. Like I made butterscotch. I actually recorded an entire video on how to make butterscotch blondies, and half of the video didn't record. And I didn't notice until I was done that my phone stopped recording. And I was so mad because I had baked them and they were ready to go. And I didn't have enough ingredients to re-record the video. And I was just like, dang it. So, yeah, let me know what type of content you'd like to see. For those who are unfamiliar, Food Court is food and alcohol reviews. Collection Carnival is me showing off collectibles and stuff I enjoy collecting. I like to bake. I'm learning to bake. So if you want to see me bake some random recipes, let me know and I'll try and make that happen. I'm planning on doing a vacation vlog, at least to some extent, vlogging part of my vacation. I wouldn't mind doing a day in a life type video, but my life is pretty uneventful at the moment. So just let me know what type of content you like to see and what games you want to see me play. I do have the next, like, this feels dumb to say because I just went on the whole rant about making sure I'm not pre-recording too much. I do have the next, like, 50 video games I plan on playing planned out. However, that is subject to change based on what you guys want to see. So, I'm going to pull up a list real quick. For those of you who have gotten this far in this video, I appreciate it. I will hopefully have in the comments or in the description like links to like what is doing what. So after Dark Souls, we're playing Elden Ring, and then we're going to Dark Souls 2, and then we're gonna rotate through some From Software stuff there. After BioShock Infinite, we're playing Arkham City, and then after Arkham City, as long as no one else wants to see anything really specific, we're going to start the Assassin's Creed series. So we're going to rotate between Assassin's Creed and Batman Arkham until the Arkham series is done. And then we'll move on from the Arkham series into something else. But we're planning on Assassin's Creed. After, has Game of Thrones ended? Ooh, I should know this. It's my channel. When does Game of Thrones end? Game of Thrones will end on the 1st of June. No. The 1st of June. After Game of Thrones, we're going to resume Rogue Legacy 2. And then I have stuff planned after Rogue Legacy 2. After Superstar Saga ends, which isn't until June 23rd, we are starting Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons. We're going to play through some of the handheld Legend of Zelda games. Oracle of Seasons is a game that's very, very personal to my growing up with playing video games. And then the Monday series is going to kind of rotate. So we have... Oop, I'm opening the wrong thing. We have currently... It's just... Bowser Minion Quest. And after Minion Quest is finished... we're going to just play... There's some miscellaneous things I've recorded. I recorded Table Manners, Doors Paradox... which are a couple of really fun random indie games I got for free. I have a whole list of different things I want to try and play and see how that works. And it'll be a rotating slot. So after Minion Quest ends, that's going to be a rotating slot where we do... One week we do a food court. One week we do a collection carnival. Another week it's Table Manners, the game. Another week it's me showing off a board game I like. I don't know. It'll be a rotating thing. So like I said, any type of content you want to see, let me know and I'll try and make it happen. Alright, so this video is probably about 20 minutes longer than I originally intended it to be. So we're gonna wrap things up. Just let me know what type what type of content you want to see. I'm hoping that with me condensing down the gap between me upload and you guys seeing, that I'll be able to interact with you guys a bit more and make the channel a little more interpersonal. At least while I'm still a really tiny channel. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching this video. To all those who stuck to the end, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Be good people. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.